Hi, I'm Zoodalor, and this marks week number 9 since I applied for a game design role on the LivePod team at Riot Games. This week, I want to discuss a post made by Coach Mysterious, an educational content creator whose work has deeply resonated with me, particularly how it relates to my climb from Silver 1 to Emerald 1. The post was LP equals repetition times intent times revision. At first glance, it's a simplified equation, but I genuinely believe that by allowing a bit of creative accounting, it becomes a powerful tool for learning, especially for casual players. For context, 5 years ago, I was hard stuck in silver despite having logged over 7,000 hours in League. Frustrated, I hired the cheapest challenger coach I could find for a VOD review. The session felt like a waste of time and money. Great players aren't always great teachers, and without trust, coaching rarely works. But then, right in the middle of a long rant, he said one word that completely shifted my mindset. The word was why. Suddenly, everything clicked. I needed to change my approach. If I wanted to escape silver, I couldn't just play for fun anymore. I had to play to improve. Instead of doing what I wanted to do in game, I had to start doing what I should do. And I say should in quotations because optimal play is often debatable. In game, when faced with a decision, I just asked why would I do that prior to doing it. Looking back, that was the first time I consciously applied intent, a critical part of Coach Mysterious's equation. I already had a few thousand hours of repetition, and adding even a sliver of intent propelled me to platinum. Quick side note to any silver players out there. Yes, you're probably facing smurfs, people with thousands of hours on alt accounts, or longtime veterans who just never cared about climbing. Not every loss is your fault, and that's okay. In fact, I often find that low elo games on my alt account are more enjoyable, less toxic, more forgiving. League is at its best when you're playing for fun first and to win second. At least, that's my personal take. That said, if your fantasy is to climb, let's get back on track. Gold level intent can sometimes look like inting, because the player doesn't yet understand how to execute properly. That's where revision comes in. After reaching platinum, I plateaued. So, I started asking an additional question. Not just why make this play, but after the game, why did I win or lose that game? That sliver of revision sufficed to elevate my play to Emerald 1. I remember being bewildered by the Hearthstone player Jeffrey Shy, he was Trump, username Trump at the time, having said on stream that getting to Diamond in League of Legends is easy. Some 12 years later, I agree with them. Now, disclaimer, I have no proof of this as this is a memory from 12 years ago, but it's supported by his rank of Diamond 1 in Season 3, at least per ChatGPT. The reality is that in a setting where you can access all tools, the quality of your reputations can be easily upgraded to that of Diamond. The concept of diminishing returns truly begins in Masters, where players start min-maxing even the smallest details. My take on the formula? If I were to summarize my journey in Coach Mysterious's equation, I'd distill it down even further to LP equals quality times repetition. I'm still working on the larger equation, which will break down everything as per my my goal of working for Riot. But I just wanted to shout out to Coach Mysterious for the great work. And anybody watching this video should look him up, as I found his hot takes to always present and a useful tidbit for my climb. To Riot and anyone else tuning in, I'm still job hunting.